everyone, it's Pat from Beads and Plenty More, and today I'm going to talk about anklets, the jewelry that you wear on your ankle. And I've got one made up here. It's with chain and beads, and we've used jump rings to hold the bead onto the unit, and few colors of beads and the chain. Now these beads are the size 2 multi-mix. This is brand new to us, and we thought they were really pretty, so I'm featuring them on this anklet. We've used all the same color on this one, and then I've decided to do one with some charms, these butterfly charms that have a loop on both sides, so they work really well. Now an anklet is an ideal product to be wearing with all our shorter clothes, like our shorts and our skirts and everything that are popular now. So let's get on to making the one with the butterflies. I've used the Tiara Intense product for that. That's these beads. They're a size 6, and there's a pink and a purple, really bright colorful colors that they come in, nice and cheery colors. So okay, I've got a few on here already, and I'm going to close this jump ring that I put the green one on here. So we've got a hold of the use 2 pairs of pliers is the easiest way to close a jump ring. We'll grab one side with the one plier, and then we'll bring those 2 ends in together there so that they just match up perfectly. Whoop, come here, don't fall apart. Not when you have it all nicely lined up. There we go. Pliers are handy, but they do slip sometimes. There we go. So I get a good hold on this side, and then this side I'm going to move in with to match up those 2, and then click them together like that, and then just give it another little twist to make sure they line up really nicely. So that's the piece that goes there, and then I've got a small jump ring that hooks onto my butterfly charm. So we've got the end. I've got 4 links of chain in between here, which is, it's a stainless steel chain, so it's a very sturdy chain, even though it's nice and fine. Well, it's one way to get a really strong chain in a fine link is to use stainless steel. So these little jump rings go on a little easier than the big ones because they are thinner. They're also a stainless steel jump ring. Sometimes it's handy to use your pliers because they will hold away from yourself where your fingers get in the way. Oh, maybe I haven't opened it quite enough. I always hesitate to open jump rings any more than necessary, but this one obviously isn't enough to get that to hook on there, so let's just do that extra little bit. Just give it. And always when opening jump rings, turn them in on themselves so that when you go to bring the 2 ends together, they match up much easier. That went on much easier when I did a little bit more space. And this one, that's the loop on my charm, and then back to holding one side, and we'll bring the other side in. There, just give it a nice little wiggle to make sure they line up nice, and give it a squeeze. There we are. Jump rings work so well, but sometimes they're a little bit fiddly. Okay, so I've got another piece there, and this time I'm going to use a pink bead to hook on because it's the next color in the line. And so I'll get that one to the point where I can get a good grip on it. Push it in. Now, before I close this up, I want to hook the chain on the other side because we want the chain on this side as well. So then I'll close this one. So 2 pairs of pliers again, and give it a twist. Get it nice and snug, and give it a squeeze. There. So that's how we work with the jump rings to attach everything together. And I'm going to finish this anklet up, and I'm going to then add the lobster clasp, and usually it's a good idea to put an extra couple of links on here like this one, because if you wanted to adjust the size just a little bit, sometimes it gets a little tight if you're in hot weather, and it's nice to have an extra link to open up. So I'm going to pause, and I will come back to show you how to finish that up. Okay, so I'm back with my finished length of my anklet, and I'm going to just put the ends on. So I've made a little chain of 3 of my 6mm jump rings that are going to be my adjuster for the one end, and I got that will hook on to the circle on my butterfly charm here. And once again, we're going to have to close that jump ring up. I can't emphasize enough about jump rings that you'll be sure that when you open a jump ring that you open it in on itself. That way those two sides will match up so perfectly, because if you open it out wide, and it's just impossible to get that circular effect back into the ring, and then you end up with it not matching very well. So on the other end, I'm going to do a little trim piece with one more of the purple beads. So we just put it onto a head pin, and I'm going to cut off the excess because we don't need anywhere near that long, just enough to make a nice circle. So about there. Always hold both sides when you cut with, so it doesn't snap into you. Take my round nose plier and make a nice circle. So bring that down, tuck it in nice and tight. So that I'm going to hook, I'm going to put the jump ring for that hooks my lobster clasp on, and hook that in there, and this whole unit's going to go into the other end of the anklet. Okay, so again, we'll close this one up, and it's easy peasy to make an anklet, and they look so nice in the summertime. Or if you're going on a winter holiday too, you can wear them then. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.